Maserati Marv, Mitsubishi Marv, Mazda Marv, Mars Capone Marv. I don't care what you call him, man. First half last night or Thursday night, not that good. How about now? Marvin Harrison and a 26 first for George Pickens, James Cook, and a 2027 second in a 10-by-10, Gabe.
Man, this is kind of crazy. Ty, I'm going to need some help here, man. I think I want James Cook and George Pickens.
Well, let's call the number. Let's get some help. Let's talk about it.
You got barbecue back there, and you didn't invite me. Hurt my feelings.
Welcome in to the All Gas Trade Show. I'm Ty at TyDeclare44. I am joined by Gabe at iGabe_FF on X. And yeah, you made it to the weekend. Congratulations. We are here. Happy Saturday, everybody. And thank you for tuning in. Gabe, it's been a busy week, man. I'm happy we're here. Best part of my week is talking to you, man. How are you doing?
Oh, man, you're going to make me blush on the screen over here. No, I'm doing great, buddy. I'm doing great, man. Get to talk some ball with you. And, yeah, looking forward to this show, man. We got some really good trades to look forward to.
Well, I mean, I'm glad I can make you blush. Just anything to make you pop on this very dark background. I'm going to say it's...
I know. It is a dark background, right?
They're going to tell me a mystery story here in a little bit. But if you want to hear more mystery stories or anything else from Gabe, you can find them in the Discord. And best way to get in there, patreon.com/allgas. Gets in the door. Head over to ddfantasyfootball.com. Get all the tools you need to dominate your leagues. And, you know, Gabe, I don't think we got to really belabor it. But while you're here, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. If you want some more, hit that join button. Get in the trades and chill tier. Okay, you get access to the Dynasty Deal Show, Destination Chill, Trinity Mondays, and everything else. The sweatpants emoji. Can't say no to the sweatpants emoji, Gabe. All right, Hinky's revenge. He had a Marv problem, and this was the price to solve it. Fair enough. 10-team, super flex, start 10. PPR, it's a 0.5 tight end premium and a 6-point touchdown. It's going to go to a 10-by-11 in 2026. That's cool. Team's got Lamar, Daniels, Rodgers, Flacco, Cook, Genty, Brees, Chuba, Chase, Neighbors, AJ Brown, Pickens, Evans, Cup, Kittle, and Kelsey. Got picks in the back pocket as well. Could I have got more? Probably. Was I motivated to get out? More than ever.
Yeah.
Hinky sees it as a Cook for first, Marv for Pickens, and an early 27 second. I'll tell you what, man, 10-by-10, Gabe, I don't think you're getting James Cook for a single first.
I was just about to say the same thing. Absolutely not, man. There's no way. I mean, running back 3 on the season, looking great in Buffalo. I don't think there's any shot, man, that you get him for a late first, single first, you call it whatever you want to call it. I don't think that's going to get you James Cook, man. Whoever has James Cook is definitely going to be wanting more than just a single first.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, look, like hat in hand. Okay. I am sorry, James Cook. You know, I talked a lot of stuff about you on this channel. I just didn't like it. I didn't know why. I just didn't, but I think James Cook has gotten better as a football player. When I watched him before, you know, I remember hopping in Discord on those late night film sessions with Ray. He wasn't making people miss. He wasn't like explosive. Like he had the name Cook and he dropped in a good opportunity. I've seen him get better. He's breaking tackles. He's putting up fantasy points per touch at a elite rate. Yeah, I'm cool on Cook here, man. But let's talk about it. Marvin a first, Pickens, Cook in a second. The first for Cook, that feels like, you're already kind of leaning Cook there. Pickens a second and a little extra for Marv.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think I'm going to just take the upside shot with George Pickens and James Cook. I mean, look, I know Marv saved his fantasy day on Thursday, but man, if you watch that game, it was ugly. And you call it whoever you want, Marv or Kyler. Marv had some pretty bad drops. So again, I mean, and this is not the first time that we've kind of seen this. It just, I don't know, man. Arizona just seems to funnel through Trey McBride, and that's it. Like, that is who they want to get the ball to, and everyone else is kind of an afterthought. Again, I know that we're all wanting Marv to be this elite receiver, but I don't know, man. I don't know that he is that, at least not in Arizona.
In this current iteration of how that offense operates, probably not Marv. But, man, with that being said, again, wasn't a great first half. Agreed.
Yeah.
Did I fall asleep somewhere between the third and the fourth quarter? Yes. I'm sorry. It was like 1 o'clock my time, assuming. Marv last week, though, 9.93 Trinity score. Whoa. How about that Trey McBride 10.33 plus 10 10 plus Trinity score for my guy Trey McBride.
Crazy.
But both of them are below the trend line, right? So it's the offense that's not really putting anyone where they would be with the usage that they're getting. So we know there's a problem. Have they figured it out over the years? No. Am I going to bet they're going to figure it out? Honestly, probably not, right? And if you showed me this deal a month ago, I'd be taking Marvin the first and laughing.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I mean, look at this. Over the last 3 weeks, first week, 2 for 27, Ty. 3 for 44, 6 for 66, and a touchdown.
Thank God for the touchdown.
Literally, thank God for the touchdown, man. And again, they were kind of being blown out in that Seattle game. So I don't want to say it was garbage time, but you know.
Hinky, could you have fought to get more? Probably. Were you motivated to get out? More than ever. I think you are not alone in that. Yeah. And I mean, our boy Andre followed suit. 12 team, start 10, super flex, tight end premium. He sent away his Marv, a second and a third to get into that Rome Odunze. I remember the offseason, man, like where it was Ray and other people from the DD Discord. That Odunze wide receiver 1, man. It's not going to be DJ Moore. It's going to be Rome Odunze. And guess what happened?
It's Rome Odunze.
Yeah. So I'm assuming you're
fantastic.
Ahead, yeah, fantastic.
I was just going to say he looks fantastic. Caleb looks pretty good, man. Looks like he's taking a step in the right direction right now with Ben Johnson. A lot of good things coming out of Chicago, and Odunze has been just such a huge beneficiary of all of it. This is, yeah, man. It's Odunze for me, and it's not particularly that close.
Crazy to say, not close.
I know. I mean,
close.
Again, from a production standpoint, like Odunze, I think he was last I had seen. I think he was like wide receiver 3 or 4 on the year. I mean, keep in mind we've only gone through a couple weeks, right? But again, he looks fantastic, man. He looks fantastic.
I'm looking at season-long Trinity, 8.03 for Rome Odunze, well above the trend line, right? So there's room for it to come back down to earth, but also he is the guy on the chart. He is the one to the right of the chart, right? So it is Rome Odunze season. If you bet on that offense taking a step forward now that Shane Waldron's out the door, I don't fault you, man. The Ben Johnson offense strikes again. Andre, this trade did go through before Sunday's games last week, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Drafted Marv with the 101 last year because it felt good at quarterback. Lesson learned, right? Hey, Gabe, what do you always say, man? Going into drafts, I don't want to draft based on need, and I want to set my teams up where I can just take best player available and not be like I have to be shoehorned into a direction.
Oh yeah,
man. Tell you what, if I was sitting there back again, you got Caleb, JD, you got Neighbors, and Marv there. Feels like I just don't want to be taking the Marv. I don't want to be pressing that button on Marv if I can help it.
I mean, even this year, like again, I don't even know. It's not a Genty problem, but I mean, look at Genty, man.
Yeah,
it just. Sometimes we got to be patient, and sometimes just know that it's not going to work out for some of these guys the way that we expect them, to kind of produce, right? Especially if you're penciling some of these people to be a wide receiver 1 in Dynasty. And man hasn't even touched the NFL field, and here we are losing our skis over him, right? So pump the brakes a little bit. We got to pump the brakes a little bit.
Genty leading the league in broken tackles and probably leading the league in getting hit behind the line of scrimmage. So figure that one out, right?
Yeah.
All right, Gabe, do you want to hop in this hot seat real quick, bub?
All right. I'm jumping in here for you.
All right, he's in. Strap in.
Strapped in, locked and loaded, ready to go.
I've gone over to dynasty-daddy.com. I've pulled up the trade database. I've punched in Marvin Harrison Jr. trades that happened today, the 26th of September. Okay, you watched on the 27th. Don't get too lost in the sauce here. Max 4 assets. I just need you to tell me yes or no, one way or the other. What side of these trades are you going to? We can discuss these afterwards. Are you ready to go, my friend?
Let's do it.
Oh, sorry. All right. The hot seat brought to you by acetaminophen. Maybe don't take it. I don't know. Or do. Just ask your doctor. Don't ask someone else. Anyways, here we go. Marvin Harrison Jr. or Quinshon Judkins?
Oh, I'm still probably going to take Quinshon Judkins. Let's do that. Let's get spicy.
Marvin Harrison Jr. or T. Higgins?
Probably T. Higgins.
Marvin Harrison Jr. or TJ Hawkinson in a 26 first and no tight end premium?
Marvin Harrison Jr., TJ Hawkinson in a 26 first. I'll roll with Hawkinson in the first.
Marv or Henderson?
I'll take Marv.
Ted or McMillan or Marv in 2/3?
I'll take Tet.
Ted, that's pretty easy, Ted.
Yeah.
Okay, one bonus one here.
All right.
Marv in 2 first or Justin Jefferson?
Marv and 2 first or Justin Jefferson. Jesus Christ. I'm still probably just gonna take Marvin Harrison in the 2 first.
Yeah. That one in particular was a start 9, so I'm probably just gonna lean the hammer there as well. But any of those you want to talk about, or any other thoughts on Marvin Harrison, man?
I was gonna mention, man. I mean, again, some of these obviously very, very team contingent. Please keep that in mind. But Quinshon Judkins and Marv. I know that's a little spicy to say, but dude, one's trending up very fast, and one is kind of plateaued, if not trending down. How do you feel about that?
I mean, do you feel like the Quinshon Judkins escalation is more so because he's the only rookie running back that we haven't seen fall on his face so far?
I mean,
not meet expectations so far.
It definitely could be that, right? I mean, it definitely could be that. But at the end of the day, I mean, he's looked pretty damn good, Ty. I mean, he's looked pretty damn good. And people were super excited for him coming out of college. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you're right. But at the end of the day, like, again, one is trending up in value, one's trending down in value.
Yeah, I say he hasn't fallen on his face yet, but he almost did before the contract was even signed. Also, Judkins put Samson in a seat on the bench last week. Samson got no work, so
yeah,
man, I'll tell you what.
Well, tell me, I'll
tell you what, man. If I'm trying to win right now, it's Judkins over Marv. It's just I'll strap in there. But if I'm looking trade value or playing the long game, I guess I'll hold Marv there.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I want to know what the people are doing with their Marv, though. Right? Are you in or you out? I hope you didn't panic sell for a second after the first half. Right. And I hope you can find a deal that works for you if you're like Hinkie or Andre trying to find your way out. So you let us know and we will move on to our guy, Danny Too Good. Oh, oops, I'm on the wrong screen. Let's go over here. Bang. Danny Too Good.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
12 team, start 11, super flex, 175 tight end premium. There's a guy, Odunze again. And Danny's getting that for Hollywood Brown, a first and a second. I mean,
go ahead. Hit the sounder. I
wonder which one I want. So let's go with this is a crime. This is illegal.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It's Odunze, and it's not close.
Danny wasn't sure what direction he wanted to go with the team. Listen to Gabe. That's always a good idea, is listen to Gabe. Try to get QJ in a first for X-Worthy. Got that done. Then randomly got this in his inbox last night.
I love it.
Danny, keep listening to Gabe and keep hitting accept when these gifts enter your inbox.
Listen to Gabe, not on the lightning rounds, okay? The lightning rounds put too much pressure on Gabe sometimes, so just take those with a grain of salt. Anything outside of that, yes, you can definitely listen. You can definitely listen.
I think you probably like wake up in a cold sweat thinking about these.
Dude, honestly, some of them are pretty spicy, and I'm having to sit there and repeat myself. I'm like, who was this again? Okay, let me like put this together in my brain.
Yeah.
But either way, great job, Danny. Odunze, man, by a long shot. You know what you did. You know what
very
you
nice. Did. Very nice work. 2 for 2. Very nice work. T. Sandiford and Big DS got one done here. Big boy deal. 12 teams, start 13. You got to start 2 quarterbacks, 3 running backs, 3 wide receivers, 2 tight ends, and 3 flex. It's a 0.15 point per carry. It's a 0.25 first down bonus. It's a 1.75 tight end premium. Staniford is 1-5. Big Diaz is 5-1. Both of these first in the deal are probably mid. So T. Sanford sends away that man Quinshon Judkins, sends away Devontae Adams and Mark Andrews. He has life. Mark Andrews, he's alive. Good.
Yeah.
Woo. And T. Sanford gets Colston Loveland. He dead. No, I'm kidding. He's not dead, but he ain't here. Isaac Tesla, he'll make one catch that'll blow your mind every game, and
every other game. He didn't have one this past game, so every other game.
You're right. Concrete James Conner, who will be in a cast. 26 first and another 26 first. Both should be mid. So, man, 2 mid first, Loveland, Tesla, and Connor, or Quinshawn, Adams, and Mark Andrews, 12 by 13.
Oh, man. Man. You know, I think that, you know, again, Sandiford, this is good for his direction, right? At the end of the day, getting off of a guy like Adams, getting off of a guy like Mark Andrews is definitely a good thing. Again, especially if you're not trying to compete, right? Quinshawn Judkins, I mean, I really like him. I'm excited for what he's going to be, you know, continuing to do in Cleveland, and hopefully we'll continue to see more flashes of that this upcoming weekend. Colston Loveland, I mean, again, I feel like Colston Loveland, though, we already knew that he wasn't going to be probably a play for this year, especially with Cole Kmet still in their offense. But as soon as I think Cole Kmet's out of the picture, I think it's going to be Wills up for him. And again, Chicago looks great. DJ Moore not getting as involved anymore, probably going to be starting to look for another pass catcher in the offense. And I think Colston Loveland could be just that. Obviously, that's not coming to fruition at the moment. And then 2 middle first, that's always really nice to get into also. This one for me, Ty, is definitely very interesting. I'll ask you 1 for 1. Mark Andrews or Colston Loveland? Again, 1 for 1.
1 for 1. I think that I'm taking Colston Loveland because we know what Mark Andrews is, and I know that I can find what Mark Andrews is in a multitude of other tight ends. For Colston Loveland, the play is that he is a top 10 pick, and like you said, like the runway might not be there right now. I don't love Luther Burton kind of establishing himself last week before Loveland does, but like you said, man, if Kmet's producing, there's going to be a path to when Kmet's not there and Loveland's there. Am I excited that Cole Kmet is the reason that Loveland's not scoring right now? If that is the case, no, I'm not excited about that. But once he does show out, Gabe, that's going to be the asset that I can flip. So I will get myself some Loveland there.
Yeah. I mean, James Conner, Tesla, I'm taking Adams over those 2 guys. I mean, in totality, that package of Loveland, Tesla, and James Conner for Andrews and Devontae Adams, I still think there's some meat on that bone, man. It's Devontae Adams and Mark Andrews for me. Am I wanting to pay 2 first for Quinshawn Judkins right now? Absolutely not. I don't want to pay 2 first for Quinshawn Judkins, but happy to pay a first and a second, a first and a player that I think is valued somewhere around a second. Again, just to continue, I mean, most people had to draft him right now with a first round pick anyway. So being that he's already ascended in value, you're not going to be able to pay less than a first for him at this given time. And so again, I think in totality, I think it's a good trade for both teams, depending on what you're wanting to do. If I had to choose a side, I'm probably going to lean T's side just from a liquidity standpoint. Like I said, because I do like what Loveland can bring to the table. James Conner, he's obviously out for the rest of the year, but once he's back, you can maybe get something for him. Even if it's a third, or again, once people are in season, all hell breaks loose, you know? Mm-hmm. So again, hold him till next year. You can probably get a second for him maybe at that point. But it's just the 2 middle first for me, Ty. Really, again, Devontae Adams is great, but he's doing nothing for me on an aging team, right, or on a rebuilding team. Mark Andrews, I'm happy to let him go for Colston Loveland. And then again, I just don't want to pay 2 first, man, for Quinshawn Judkins at the moment.
Yeah, I'm thinking that can we approach it a different way? So, Mark Andrews and Devontae Adams for Colston Loveland in a first.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that I'd want to do that though, because I don't want to pay a first for Devontae Adams, right? And I take Colston Loveland over Mark Andrews already. So I think there's a little bit of juice left on that, you know, from the Colston Loveland side.
So there's a little bit of juice on the Loveland side. And then you got Connor, Tesla on a first for Judkins with that little bit of juice.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a good deal.
Yeah.
Again, I think Sandiford has the easier path to actualize that stuff, but Diaz is getting the stuff that helps him right now.
For sure.
And in a 12 by 13 league with very specific kind of starting lineup requirements, I'm going to assume that all three of those players are jammed in your lineup, especially in a 2 tight end, 175 tight end premium. It's a really good deal, guys.
Yeah, I agree. It is a very good deal.
Man, if gun to my head, give me. Oh, God,
it's a good deal, man. It is a good deal.
It's a good deal. You know what? I think even with this good deal, T still has to take some speculative bets and has things that has to pay off. I think because Diaz gets the earlier payoff, like the quicker gratification from this deal, I'll lean Diaz's side, but I think long term I'll want T's.
There you go.
There's my fence sitting for today. Good job, everybody.
So he didn't answer the question really. He kind
give me Diaz's side, okay? There, bam.
There you go. I wanted the conviction, man.
Say it with my damn chest.
There you go.
Henman, 12 teams, start 11, super flex, 1.5 tight end 3 or tight end premium. He's an 0-3 contender. I'm one of those, right? It should be a good team, but they just haven't actually won yet. You want to hear some conviction, Gabe?
Oh,
I was sprouting, no, whatever the S word I'm looking for is. I was doing that with Hunter at 102, spouting. That's what I'm spouting 102 Hunter all off season. Doesn't look great today, but I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm sending Hunter in a first for Jonathan Taylor at 12x11 super flex. Jonathan Taylor is smashing right now. Long-term value, I might want Hunter. I might want a first. Of what JT is doing for your rosters right now, and what I know I can do with that asset, right? Give me JT, man, because I ain't selling for less than a first and a player. Like that. That is the price, and I can always get back in on Hunter with what I know today. So I am with conviction, Gabe, with my chest taking JT. What are you doing, my friend?
Yeah, man, this one is interesting because I agree with you 1,000%. Like JT is awesome, like fantastic. But damn it, Ty, he was the second overall pick.
I know.
Again, I think he's only 2 or 3 games in at this point. Like he's still trying to figure it out, man. They're still trying to figure out the splits. Again, I think Trevor Lawrence is still trying to, get his life situated. I guess I'm going to say it hasn't been great in Jacksonville. I agree with you 100%, but I'm not ready to just kind of let that go right now for what I think Travis Hunter could potentially be, right? I mean, again, hope kills all dynasty teams, right? But at least on the worst case scenario, Travis Hunter becomes nothing, which I don't think is the case. At least you have a 26 first to fall back on, which again, for the most part, there are only a handful of running backs that we would even send a first plus for. And so again, I get it from DK side. Like if I need points absolutely right now, it's probably JT, but I like where Henry's going with this because at the end of the day, I do think that Travis, his value is depleted right now, man. If he goes out there and has 1 or 2 good games, like puts 1 or 2 good games together, I think his value could definitely ascend pretty fast, pretty easily. And then you just have an extra 26 first to kind of play with, 12x11. I think I'm going to go Travis Hunter, man, in the 26 first, but I can't fault anybody for wanting to get into JT.
It's a balancing act, right? It's like something could happen to JT next week. And he's immediately down to that any first range just because of something that was unforeseen or something happens, right? But there's also those bets you have to make in fantasy football to truly put your team into a spot to contend. Right? You have to have conviction. You have to make these bets. And usually it comes on making a bet on these kind of outlier running backs in a year. And if you do hit on those guys, that is the difference at the end of the day, right? Unless you have an overwhelming team and your roster construct and build to the high heavens, which people of DD do. So that's where we get. But yeah, it's a good deal. Hunter in a first. Again, the runway is on that side. But Gabe, what you said, I think both things can be true, right? I think Hunter can be figuring it out. You give him some space, give him some time, let them figure out how they want to use him. I think that's true. And I think that the future value can still be there for him. Yeah. But I don't think that means that I have to hold through everything because I can always get back in on something in Dynasty, right? allegedly, right? Allegedly, I can always get back in on things. What I don't want to do is get to the point where it's like, now I don't want to pay the price because he's popped up again. But I think for Hunter, if the bet comes true, you're going to want to pay the price once it's there as well. And for right now, I'm fine saying I'm okay missing on the Jaguars offense. I'm cool on not betting on Shane Waldron. Like, I'm cool on kind of taking a step back and saying, like, hey, let's let this thing figure itself out. Give me JT, right? And I'm pushing it anyways. You can have my first. I'm going to go score some points right now. Good luck with Hunter the rest of the way. Like, I'm cool with doing that.
I mean, honestly, and I wouldn't fault you at all for that, because at the end of the day, Indiana Jones out there, man, is slinging it.
Slinging it.
So the way that offense has just been elevated by freaking Daniel Jones, man, it's awesome to see. It really, I mean, again, you can't hate the guy. It's crazy to see what he's done right now in Indianapolis.
Keep Daniel Jones away from cursed objects and rolling boulders, but we love what we see.
It's amazing what happens to Giants players when they leave New York.
Yeah, it's great.
I mean, Saquon and Daniel Jones, it's awesome. It's awesome.
Neighbors,
get everybody out of New York.
Neighbors would break the NFL if he left New York. Damn. All right, Robbie Boss. 12 team, start 12, PPR, 0.75 tight end premium and a 0.2 point per carry. Gabe, I'm like 98% sure I'm in this league.
Are you?
I'm pretty damn sure I am. I think this is stepsons of Blessed Be the Rivers or whatever we call it. Shout out to Boyan, my guy, the commish here. It's this team: Daniel Jones, Geno, Browning, Ward, Rogers, CMC and Jacobs, JT, Hampton, and Breeze, all the running backs. Wide receivers before this trade, he has Marv, Evans, QJ, Mooney, and he had Kincaid, Loveland, Kmet, and Otten. Robbie Boss sends away Colson Loveland in a 26 first. He gets back T. Higgins, Michael Pittman, and 25 fab. So Robbie's team, pretty nice, right? Pretty nice. A lot of running backs. He gets into 2 wide receivers there in T. Higgins and Michael Pittman. You know, let's bring up this team one more time. He had Marv, Evans, QJ, Mooney.
All right. I got to ask, am I crazy or can I not see the trade on my screen?
He might be.
It went away a couple seconds ago. I can't.
Let me reload it. Can you see it now?
I cannot. It just shows a buffering logo on my side, but it could just be my internet.
Interesting. Well,
there you go. Now it came up.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, Gabe, now that you're seeing this with fresh eyes and a clear screen.
Yes.
12 by 12, Pittman and Higgins or Loveland in a first.
12 by 12, Pittman. I'm going to just take T. Higgins, man, and Michael Pittman. Again, we just talked about Colson Loveland a little bit. We also talked about Indianapolis being pretty damn good right now. Michael Pittman has had a resurgence, man. People left him for dead, and he's back, and he's doing good things. And again, we always liked the talent of Michael Pittman. It was just who's throwing him the ball. Oh, Anthony Richardson is throwing him the ball, or whatever the case was. And it's like it's not looking good. Well, he's back, man. He's had some really good games, and again, I think that's something that I want a piece of that Indianapolis offense. And T. Higgins, again, we know what he can do. Obviously, right now he's got Jake Browning throwing him the ball, but I do think that better days are ahead for T. Higgins. And yeah, man, I'm going to take the 2 wide receivers here, especially in a 12 by 12.
I think it's a good deal because
yeah,
I think like guys like Pittman and Higgins, I think your ability to actually extract like a first worth of value from those, it depends on your league. It depends on where you're at and who you're trading with. I think there's also a chance that Higgins and Pittman the rest of the way are just the flat tier wide receiver range, right? And when I'm playing in those waters, I usually want to try to get into the scarce positions and picks. That's where like tight ends first. It's usually my vibe. No matter what, let's say it's T. Higgins for the 26 first, right? On a team that looks pretty damn loaded, right? So let's call it a late first. Loveland and Pittman, man. If I had Kincaid, Kmet, and Otten sitting and waiting, I'm not losing at tight end.
Yeah.
Adding Pittman to a Marv, Evans, QJ, and Mooney room, that makes a lot more sense to me.
Oh, yeah.
But like vibe with me here really quick, though, right? What happens? Well, what happens if Indiana Jones turns into a pumpkin, or just the steam gets turned down just like 20%, and we already have what's happened in Cincinnati, right? Are you going to trust Browning the rest of the way with Higgins to really bring back that value, right? Is there a world where Loveland takes that step forward, where you're going to want a single first over one of those wide receivers, and then you're in a spot where, yeah, give me Loveland in the first and the 12x12, and I'll figure out wide receiver another way?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's definitely a very realistic possibility. Again, I mean, I think T. Higgins for a first right now is probably very, very close. Like, some people would want to do it. Some people would not want to pay a first for T. Higgins right now. And I wouldn't fault you either way, you know? Again, I think for me right now, it's just the Michael Pittman of it all, which again is crazy to say, but he's looked great, Ty. I mean, wide receiver 13 on the year right now. He looks good, man. I mean, there's really not much else to say. He's doing really good things right now in Indy with Daniel Jones, and I just expect that to kind of continue.
Absolutely. For Robbie Boss, have to start 3 wide receivers. He had a late inactive to Mooney week 1, which caused him to pick up and start Xavier Hutchinson.
Oh, yeah. Love me some Houston receivers right now, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah. That's the offense you can't miss on, right?
Yeah. That's the offense you definitely want a piece of right now to get you 0 points.
If there's ever anything to motivate you to get into some wide receivers, it's probably starting Xavier Hutchinson in a 12x12. So great deal, guys. K123, Robbie Boss, appreciate y'all. Good work.
There's probably a world, man, where Mooney outscored the same amount as Xavier Hutchinson that week. Both of them scored 0.
Yep, you're damn right. So we went to our guy, Pistol Pete, 26. I heard you react, so I know you have this one on your screen, my friend. 12x9. Getting Nico Collins. We're sending away J-Mo, Luther Burden, and a 2028 first. It's a real year game. 2028.
Yeah.
Talk to me, man. Talk to me about the Houston offense. Talk to me about Nico, J-Mo, Luther Burton, and a first, man. Talk to me here.
I mean, the Houston offense right now is absolutely putrid. It is horrible. Absolutely horrible. Nothing else to say about it. Just no time to throw the ball. CJ Stroud looks horrible. The offensive line is awful. But there is one bright spot to the Houston Texans offense, and it's very, 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 very bright. Yes, it's very, very bright. And it is that man right there that Pistol Pete is receiving. And again, I know the first game wasn't very good, but damn it, man, did he have a good week last week. And again, that's just what Nico Collins can do, man. He is a incredible receiver. He is an incredible receiver. And if I'm just having to give up Jamison Williams, the hope of Luther Burden, and a 28 first, I'm going to take Nico Collins, man. 1,000 out of 1,000 times. Like, it's not close for me. I want Nico Collins over Jamison Williams, Luther Burden at a 28 first.
It was nice seeing Luther Burden, catch the flea
for sure.
Get involved, get some snaps. Like, it was nice. J-Mo, that we know the J-Mo bet, right? He's a I'll call it boom bust, but when he booms real nice, right? 28 first. I'm not, even if it's a future year, I'm not gonna scoff at getting a first. But some players are worth the push, and there's very few players, and it's becoming more and more top heavy by the day of the guys who are truly worth the investment and have that insulation. And I'm gonna, Gabe, I'm gonna try to share my screen here. Well, let's cross our fingers and then see what happens. All right, can you see this, my friend?
I can see this.
Okay, excellent. Let me zoom in a little bit. All right, so we got the Trinity pulled up here. This is Houston, weeks 1 through 3. Hey man, Nico Collins, 7.57 on the year, 14 points per game, right at above the trend line there, coming in as high end wide receiver 1. There's a couple problems with the Houston offense, right? One, like you said, they are not blocking. They have refused to. They are on strike. They are not blocking for CJ Stroud. There's no time back there. It's not great. But look at all of these just gnats and noise and just guys who are getting snaps and pulling things away, right? So when you see this, Gabe, does this feel accurate to what you're watching on Sundays?
I mean, yeah, it's just a bunch of bodies out there, man. Again, you got Cade Stover, Xavier Hutchinson, Christian. I mean, it's literally just a it's just a crapshoot out there. Really, it really is. Just Nico Collins is the guy they want to target, and then right after that, it's Dalton Schultz. They're the two that are getting involved the most, and then after that, man, it's just a bunch of people are again being tossed out there sporadically.
Yeah. Let's just hone in on week 3. Just that is the bet, right? That is why I'm willing to send J-Mo Burden in a first for Nico to get that outcome, right? And that's something that I feel confident in it being repeatable, but it's only going to be as repeatable as the Houston offense will allow. So could it be better? Absolutely. Am I taking Nico Collins? Absolutely. Good one, Pete. That was a good one. All right, let's move on to Broncos 23, aka Lefty Golfer 08, who brings us a 12-team start 10 super flex PPR and a 0.5 tight end premium. Gabe, just a couple big names in this deal. Okay, so
yeah,
Lefty Golfer sends away Jaden Daniels, Omarion Hampton, and Justin Jefferson. He gets back Josh Allen, Rome Odunze, Xavier Worthy, a 2027 first belonging to Zeke and Destroy, and also their 2027 second. Gabe, you know what time it is. It is time to cross some things off. Woo!
Yeah.
Gabe, Josh Allen or Jaden Daniels?
Josh Allen.
Yes.
Josh Allen. Allen.
Okay. Josh Allen and a 27 second, or Jaden Daniels. Oh, I'm sorry. Josh Allen, Rome Odunze and a 2027 second, or Jaden Daniels and Justin Jefferson. Did I say Jaden Daniels twice there?
No, you said Jaden Daniels and Justin Jefferson.
I meant to say Josh Allen, Odunze in a second for Daniels and Jefferson. Okay,
you're cool. Good. I know what you meant. Yeah. I mean, it's probably pretty fair. I'm going to take Josh Allen, though, and Rome Odunze. Just from a production standpoint, I mean, again, Josh Allen over Jaden Daniels now pretty easily. And Rome Odunze with what he's doing. Justin Jefferson is Justin Jefferson, obviously. But there's a lot of question marks right now surrounding the Minnesota offense. So, yeah, I'll take Rome Odunze, Josh Allen in a 27 second over Jaden Daniels and Justin Jefferson. But it's close.
It's close. Does Worthy in a first sound like the price for Hampton now that Najee's out of the way?
You know, man, that's a good question. And because people like Hampton, but they were also so quick to give up on him too, man. Yeah. Like there was a lot of people that, again, after that second week, it's just like, well, maybe he's not that guy, or, you know, whatever that looks like. Obviously he had a great game last week, but again, that was absent Najee Harris. And so, I mean, I think it's probably pretty close, Ty. I think he's probably valued being probably around 2 firsts. I think a first and Worthy is probably pretty appropriate. If I had to give the nod, I'd probably give the lean to Omarion Hampton, but it's close, man. I think it's right there.
Do you break that one down any differently, or did you approach that one differently at all?
No, I mean, so initially what I actually had thought about was I had thought Josh Allen a first, and I was going to ask you Jaden Daniels or Hampton.
Ooh, I would take Daniels and Hampton if that was there, but the gap between Allen and Daniels has grown.
For sure. Oh yeah, it's definitely grown. Okay, so then can I get you there with Josh Allen on a first and second for Jaden Daniels and Hampton?
Sure.
Yeah. So then Odunze and Worthy for Justin Jefferson.
Yeah. 12 by 10 super flex. I'll take Odunze and Worthy.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
I think a lot of the ways that we slice and dice it still goes back to it's Josh Allen, Odunze, Worthy, and the liquid picks too.
Yeah. Again, both sides of the deal get some stellar players. I'm just going to take Josh Allen. You can split that Jefferson up into Odunze and a Worthy there. You get a first and second and a little bit of extra credit there for Hampton. Yeah, I'm cool with that, man. Gave away some good stuff, but I'll take lefty golfer side. Allen, Odunze, Worthy. I mean, yeah, this is that's not the right banner at all. Any other thoughts on this one here, Gabe?
No, I mean, Josh Allen has just continued to show out week over week, and as to why he's the QB1 in Dynasty, as it should be, as it should continue to be. Because again, we kind of, some people flipped there for a little bit, Ty, again, I think we take youth a little too much into consideration, but it's Josh Allen, man. Him and Lamar are the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
As it was, as it is, and as it should be. It is Josh Allen. So Cody Smith is loving this conversation. He's been saying this for a couple of years now. So all right, let's go to Zales 2525 and a 12-team Superflex start 11 and a +1 tight end premium. Got the 10+ Trinity man himself, Trey McBride and RJ Harvey, being acquired for Juwan Johnson and Bijan Robinson.
Yep.
Yeah, I always hesitate when it comes to the Jay Johnsons because I will always get it wrong. But hey, Jay Johnson's been playing his ass off at tight end. Bijan Robinson, talk about someone who's made a little bit of a gap on the field and just really placed himself in the elite/untouchable tier. Bijan Robinson, I feel. But then you got Trey McBride and RJ Harvey, who right now hasn't paid off yet, but he's one of those guys in the right offense in the right week where it could come around quickly, right? It just takes a pop week to get there.
Oh yeah,
man, 12/11 +1 tight end premium. Trey McBride and RJ Harvey, or Bijan Robinson and Juwan Johnson.
I mean, it's a good deal. Both teams are getting very good assets, right? It really kind of breaks down to what are you wanting to do, right? For me, because Trey McBride to Bijan Robinson and a +1 tight end premium, man, like, again, it's dope, like, to have Trey McBride, but to your point just a second ago, Bijan Robinson, man, is just so far ahead any other running back pretty much at this point in time. Like, yeah, it's crazy, man. He's so good. Trey McBride is so good as well. But again, I can kind of talk myself either way for Bijan and Trey McBride. And then Juwan Johnson, to your point, I feel like Juwan has just produced every year, man. Like, it's not like he came out of the woodworks this past 3 weeks and is like, oh, hey, that guy's pretty good. He was good last year. And I feel like now with Rattler at the helm, he's just being like, the targets are being so consolidated right now to Juwan and Chris Olave, like even more so a reason to want a guy like Juwan Johnson. Harvey, I have a lot of Harvey shares, and I think he's one of those guys where we're just going to have to be patient. Obviously it hasn't come to fruition with what we expected and what we wanted, but I do think that there are better days ahead, right? There are better days ahead, but we knew, Ty, and we talked about it multiple times, J.K. Dobbins was going to be the starting running back for the Denver Broncos. Like, we knew that right out the gate, and so seeing him not get as utilized as this is kind of what we expected, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, we expected him to not be this involved this early because J.K. Dobbins is a very good running back. Yeah, man, I think if I'm wanting to go youthful, wanting to just see if Harvey can become something good, then I'll probably lean the Trey McBride, RJ Harvey side. But if I want to win, I want points right now, it's Bijan Robinson and Juwan Johnson for me.
Yeah, man. You're talking to Trey McBride, truther numero uno over here. I feel like we moved the goalposts a little bit on Harvey because, the talk in the offseason was Alvin Kamara usage and in the offense there in Denver, and we haven't seen that yet, right? Like, he's getting a little bit of work, but it's not anything that's going to produce that kind of fantasy points you want right now. Yeah, man, Juwan Johnson, he's just always going to keep producing at tight end, and this is a banner year for people who didn't want to spend up at tight end and wanted to kind of piecemeal it together because there's been multiple options that can get you there so far.
Yep.
Trey McBride already has one of his government ration 2 touchdowns for the year, so I wonder when he's going to get his second one, and I look forward to that. Yeah, man, it's because when you said like in a 1-point tight end premium, are you wanting McBride or Bijan? I was like, I wanted to jump on the McBride, but then it's like, that is the cost for Bijan. Can I replace running back cheaper? Yeah. Can I replace tight end cheaper? Absolutely.
Oh yeah. And I'll tell you this, before you make a decision, before you tell me which side you're leaning, Trey McBride is currently the tight end 1 on the year. Keep in mind, he has played 4 weeks. Well, he has played 4 weeks, to be fair. Juwan Johnson is number 3, and he has not played this week. Do with that information what you will. And now you are free, my friend, to make a decision on who you would like to take in this deal.
So you're saying that Johnson's going to have a solid 1.7 points this week. Awesome.
He might. He just might. He just might.
I'll tell you what. If I'm approaching this from a portfolio perspective, this is where I would trade off my Trey McBride, get into that Bijan and Juwan Johnson. I think really on a lot of teams, I'm leaning the Bijan and Johnson side. I think I am, but I know how I play, Gabe.
Yeah.
I know what I do in these tight end premium leagues. I will take Trey McBride and RJ Harvey. I will take my medicine and lean into the tight end format. But this is one of those situations where I would also look to trade off my McBride for a Bijan in the right team. So I will sit on the fence a little bit. I will lean McBride because that's what I typically do. But I totally get the Bijan side.
There you go. There you go.
And you said you wanted the Bijan Johnson
I did,
side?
yeah. I said Bijan Juwan. But again, I mean, hey, I could have been talked to either. I could have been talked into either side. So that usually means it's a pretty good deal. So
yeah,
good job to both teams.
Yeah, and again, let's just keep in mind there with McBride again, 1 touchdown so far. Yeah, he played an extra game, but it's not like he was far behind in the total scoring there yet. So
yeah,
shouts out to my guy Trey. Let's end it off with a little Vapad does fantasy here. So Vapad sitting there. Hunter hits the trade block in this league. He's in a second-year orphan rebuild in a 12x10 super flex, 1.5 tight end premium, the vanilla of vanilla. So very, very, very vanilla league. 12x10. Vapad gets into Travis Hunter, sends away Jalen Waddle, Mac Jones, and a third. Okay. Mac Jones, knee sprain now, and Purdy's back. So back to what he was.
Back to nothing.
Back to a pumpkin. Bibbity bobbity, back to a pumpkin.
Yep.
Waddle and a third. Yeah, we talked about Hunter a little bit earlier in the show. This is the kind of deal where I can see this getting done. And where is it here? Where is it here? No, not that one. This one. The Purdy owner is on the other side of this deal. Figured that Mac might count for something as he declined 2/3 last week. So he tried to send Jones last week for 2/3. That got declined. Figured he'd just get Mac Jones value out of a deal, tack a third and Waddle on it to get to Hunter. Yeah, man, on a team that has Hunter, Smitty, Palmer, it's not winning. It's an orphan team. Let me kick it to something that can actually ascend in value. Let me get that Hunter. This is how I want to get into Hunter. All right, let me use that Waddle. I'll send a backup quarterback in the third to get the upside shot. What say you, my friend?
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is Hunter, and it's probably by a good bit. Again, you kind of already alluded to the fact that Brock Purdy's back. Mac Jones is reverting back to nothing, so I hope that you were able to sell him while you had the chance. Again, you have to make sure you have the dynasty discipline, man, to make moves when the opportunity presents itself. And I think this is a great, utilization of that from Vapad. And so Mac Jones, not really considering him too much in the deal. Again, for the sake of the Brock Purdy owner, I can understand why he would value that maybe a little bit just to have some insurance on his Brock Purdy. Waddle in the third for me, though, doesn't move the needle. I mean, you want to talk about offenses that haven't looked great. I mean, sure, they looked fine this past week, but before that, Miami has just looked horrible. And I will take the upside shot on Travis Hunter in that case. And so Travis Hunter, man, for me over Jalen Waddle, third, and Mac Jones.
Yep. It's just simply a bet of who's going to ascend and what can I do with that stuff. I'll happily duct tape that package together to get myself some Hunter. So good stuff, Vapad. I'm going to switch to screen here. Just everyone close their eyes while I try to get us back to where we were. Bang. Look at that.
Did that mean me close my eyes too? Because I definitely
you did. I appreciate that. No, you listen to instructions, man. And that's what I appreciate about you. But thanks for joining me tonight, man. What do you got coming up this weekend, dude?
Oh man, got a 5K race tomorrow. And then I think I'm actually going to be going to a concert tomorrow night. So got a lot of good, fun things, man, going on this weekend.
The Wiggles or what?
Actually, it was Barney live. No, we're gonna go and see Chris Brown, I think.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's gonna be some nostalgic singing there, man. that we'll have going on.
I mean, if Barney's opening up for Chris Brown, that's a pretty good night in my opinion. I hope you enjoy that, dude, and run your ass off in that 5K. I will not be doing that. I am literally, after we hit end here, I'm going to head out to a bachelor party, and then I am gone next week. So no show next week. I'm going to be in Ontario, at Beantown Ranch at a wedding. So it's going to be really fun. But yeah, thank you for tuning out and tuning in to the All Gas Trade Show. ddfantasyfootball.com for all the tools, patreon.com/allgas for the community. And you know what to do. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit the little join button if you want some access to some other shows here from DD Fantasy Football. Most of all, go make some good ass trades and put them in the Discord so we can talk about them next time. We love y'all. We out of this thing. Go win your leagues. Peace.